arguments. So, select the weapon information will show up. And then you'll get another list, probably on the right side instead of the left. Well, maybe we'll have it show up in the same place. We'll hide the weapon select list, weapon list, and we'll show up the action pane, which will be in the same area but smaller because there'll be less options. And then from there you'll select something. Once you select it, maybe we'll change the location and position or something of the location of the weapon status window and show the level up window. In this case, that's the only option we'll have for the moment. And then we can level it up with the experience that we have and maybe paying some gold. And then it'll show you what you'll gain per level, maybe. So that's another thing now. So how do we want to do... how do we want to process or handle the actual leveling up, giving it the increased stats? I don't want to just say, like, give it 1 stat point per level or something like that, or 1 every 2 levels or something. I mean, for now, that'll be fine because it's just a proof of concept. But once we actually get into making the rest of it proper, once we have all the structure set up around it, so that we can level up the weapon, we can refine it, we can repair it if it's damaged, do the weapon durability stuff, weapon synthesis stuff. Once we have all that structure in with proof of concepts, then we go back in and we actually flesh out all the different things we'll need to actually make it work for real. Right now we're just making it till we fake it, as the case is. As the case may be. Well, we got these windows here, so that's fine. So scene blacksmith. So scene blacksmith dot prototype dot or equals object dot create scene base dot prototype. Then scene blacksmith dot prototype dot constructor equals scene blacksmith. Okay. So scene blacksmith dot prototype dot initialize. Okay, so first thing I want to do is we want to show the so this dot create weapon list. So then we want to say scene blacksmith So we're also going to need to have the help text window at the top. So I'm just going to go over to my bank script really quick and maybe lift some code for that out of here. Create help window, create windows. So I want to do okay, we need to grab that create help window. Or actually, it probably just does it automatically. Yeah. I'm not calling that anywhere. That's calling a it's calling up the inheritance chain to probably scene, scene many base. Oops. Not scene base, but scene many base. Up to scene many base, which has that in it, and it's creating that at the top. So, that's fine. So, now, so var width equals whatever. So the width isn't going to be that big. So maybe 100, maybe 185. Var height is going to be at most 250, I think. So var x is going to equal graphics dot height minus rather it's going to be this dot the help window size. Where is it? How do we get that? So WinH create action pane. So it's the bank details that use it. So this underscore help window to height. And then var y equals 0. Or no. Yes. No. I think I have that backwards. Yeah, we have backwards. X should be 0. Okay. So, this to underscore, new window okay, so window weapon list, so we want to pass through the width, actual W, H, X, Y. This dot underscore so we want to do a so I'm going to do a set handler on OK and cancel, and then we'll pull out the index of what we selected from there. Okay, or whatever one I use to. That'll probably be the. It'll probably be the index in the weapons list, game party weapons list that we'll use. So this, so this action pane, so this window, this whatever the window is, and then set handler. So is it this and then the, oh, the command, then this dot, whatever the function name is. So this will be okay. This dot's on web select, and then dot bind, I think. Dot bind this. And actually, I don't think you do the parentheses on the no. Okay. Oh crap, what is that? Command add window, yeah, that's what I thought. Wasn't showing up. List underscore web list wind. Okay. So we have our first window here. So now we need to create that. So window weapon list dot prototype dot equals object dot create window select function width, height, x and y. So this dot underscore now I think that's correct. I could be wrong though. Oh no, we do. We do call and then we pass to the arguments. Okay. So it's XY with height on that one. So it is initialized though. Yeah, initialize.call. .apple. Crap. This then XY with height. Alright. So now we need to set our list command items and the help text for the command items. So do we want to do for now, let's not. We'll use the maybe we'll. Well, no, I think we'll do it all in this. The main issue here, though, is the width of it. I'm thinking now that maybe this won't be enough width. Let's put it up to 250. So it'll be kind of square and chunky, but we'll refine it as we go through the process here. Alright, so the command list, we need to build it. Call this dot build com list. So window weapon list dot prototype. So you kind of already know where we're going with this from the bank script stuff if you watched any of that. So var clist equals an array, and then we need a var weapons equals game party dot weapons. Now instead of doing the object keys for each loop because of how annoying that is, instead what we're going to do is, so we can actually get rid of that. What we're going to do is we're going to use that for whatever in loop. So for var weapon ID in game party now we only want to process weapons that are because say sometime, let's say we want to put in a feature that will make it so that only certain weapons can use this system. For example, maybe some like a tag or something. Then that will then identify this weapon as for the upgrade system or for the advanced weapon system. That way you can have some of each. I mean, it kind of sort of would work. I think we may have to make some changes to the code we have for that, but let's just go on the assumption that they're all going to be. Every weapon is going to go through this plugin. We'll assume, for the moment anyway. So we won't do a check on the instance of. So anything that's in game party weapons should be a game instance weapon at this point. So we have to build the command list. So var new C item equals weapon dot name. And you could do it all on the same line. I'm just doing this for brevity's sake to make it a little less complicated, so we don't have like this huge game party weapons weapon ID dot name thing on there. But we can do it that way when we go back and kind of refactor this a bit. So I want to try and keep this as simple as possible for the proof of concept. So we have the name. Then we want to add that name to the list. So clist dot push new C item. And then once we're done, list dot underscore com list equals clist. So that'll build our command list. We're not going to do anything in terms of like displaying the level or anything in the list. We're just going to display the names, and then what we'll do is on the index. So we'll need a function to get the weapon ID using if we have multiple weapons with the same name, that's going to be the problem. So, well, it shouldn't matter because if every weapon's going to be in here, then it can be from 0 onwards. So the index should be able to be used for this. So that should be fine. So what we'll do then is, I think probably all we'll need to do now, because everything else that's internal to do the lists and things should happen on its own. Hopefully. We'll see though. So I think all we'll have to do now is just window underscore weapon list dot prototype prototype should have another T dot on OK select or on selected, or what is that? Action pane, blah blah blah, on process OK. So on process OK equals function. I think there's an index in there, or no? No, but we can get the index just as easily. So we are going to create another variable. So prototype. Probably go to hell for that one. Prototype. Dot. Get selected weapon. So for this one, oops, equals function. What we're going to do is we're just going to say return game party dot underscore weapons, and then rather we'll return this dot underscore selected weapon. Then we'll have another function. Okay. So down here, this is where we'll call that this dot set selected weapon. I'll pass through this dot underscore index, and then we'll need to call Windows selectable prototype process call this. So I think that this is all we need to get to here. But let's go ahead and load this up and see what happens. I am ready. My body is ready for all kinds of errors. And here we go. One error already. Windows select is not defined. It's Windows selectable. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. I was like, isn't this selectable? I'm not sure. I'll just go with select and we'll see what happens. Selectable. Any other place where we need to fix that? The selectable. There. Okay. No compilation errors. Well, syntax errors, not really compiling. But yeah, so there's that. Oh, right. Kind of hard to open up the window and see if it works without any bloody interpretations of plugin commands and such to do that. So let's just go ahead and uncomment this and recomment out everything else. Okay, so on this, let's just see blacksmith open. Whoops. So BS open or command BS. Build the args. Okay, so let's see, BS open, and that's all it's going to be. There won't be any matches. Scene manager push. scene blacksmith. Okay, and then from a new plugin, a new event, we'll call the plugin commands. Put this guy back here. What do we want to use for this? Let's do it on this guy. So plugin command BS open. Yes, yes, yes. Everything is not working. So we got no errors, which is interesting. We have one hidden, but that's just weird. Okay, so we call scene blacksmith.push, scene blacksmith, scene menu base, create window, add window. I think that was maybe the problem. We can't really show the window or activate it. We also need to do the same thing, at least the show part, for the help window. Alright, let's try it this time. Oh, as for the Crimson Echoes videos, those will be coming up. I will be uploading those tomorrow. Alright, let's see what happens this time. Nope, still got a problem. Okay, to the plugin. So maybe it's not I bet it's not matching for whatever reason. Where's the game interpreter stuff at? I'm betting it's not getting into there. Okay, so let's see what command actually is. BS open. Nope, it's getting there. Okay. So create. Maybe it's getting stuck somewhere. Let's throw a bunch of stuff in here and see what happens. Initial. All kinds of typos on that. That's what it is. Surprised it didn't throw an error. There we go. Cannot read property height of undefined. Where do we end up at with that? There's probably create weapon list. Wait, help window dot height is not defined. What?